serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
An amazing sight caught on video. A tornado briefly touching down southeast of Moorhead this afternoon. It only stayed on the ground briefly, but long enough to cause some damage. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Andrea is off. We'll have more on the tornado momentarily, but let's get the latest on what's happening right now. Hutch, you and your radar equipment have had a real workout today. Anything to be concerned about right now?
Things are really quieting down as we expected after sunset. Then all that's left of these storms after the last couple of hours is a few showers and no thunder or lightning taking place right now. It's in Norman County and south central Polk County. That is essentially about all that is left of today's activities. Here's a loop of the last couple of hours, and as we take you in a little closer, you can see the diminishing lightning taking place north of Ada. And as we take a look at today's development, everything fired off around the 2 o'clock hour with a tornado report that was first near the Oakley and Brooks area between them, a couple of pictures that we showed you earlier today. Then the Moorhead tornado. So those were confirmed by the National Weather Service from photos. We're also having them look at some activity that was witnessed near Chirac and also down south, 5 miles north of Glendon, some photos of some funnel clouds and possible tornadoes as well. So we'll get more from that as we go through the next couple of days, but much quieter tonight in answer to your question.
Very busy today.
It has been.
All right, thanks, Hutch. The tornado and funnel clouds could be seen for miles. It touched down in Moorhead near 40th Avenue and 28th Street in a field just a mile from Reinertson Elementary School. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke with the landowner and shows us the damage done to his property.
Here's the tornado that everyone's been talking about.
Here's something moved those stumps.
And here's where it's believed to have touched down. These fields belong to Gus Johansson. He lives here and farms the land.
This is actually the first time I've ever seen a tornado touch down. I saw the one in the 60s, I believe, when I was young, and other than that, we haven't had one here.
He wasn't outside when it happened and is just thankful no one got hurt.
Doesn't look like the damage is anything to worry about.
Johansson says the trees aren't worth much.
Kind of strange.
While it's not a big deal to Johansson, Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson says take all of these funnel clouds and tornado sightings seriously.
With tornadoes, it's more about where they choose to set down, and this one was dangerously close to a bad situation. Here is where things happened south of the 40th Avenue intersection with 28th Street, and it's a little over a mile to Reinertson Elementary School, and it was at the exact time when kids were being let out of school. And even if it was a weak tornado, we could have been in a much more dangerous situation. And the difference was only a mile to a mile and a half.
The National Weather Service has not yet determined if they're going to come out and survey the damage. For Johansson, he says he's going to check it out when the rain stops.
Probably won't happen again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Near Moorhead, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Our Valley News Live storm team hit the road to track today's storm. Valley News Team's Krista Boehm hooked up with our storm chaser, Eric Whitehill. She joins us in the studio now. Krista?
Mike, it was actually my first time out there as storm chaser Eric Whitehill's co-pilot today, watching as he tracked these storms. We headed south just after that tornado touchdown in Moorhead. Eric kept an eye out on the storm's movement for any little cloud development in rotations. He stopped any time for the wall cloud to develop where funnels can form, and we saw no funnels where we traveled, which was in the Horace area and then also North Dakota. But as we all noticed today, storms like these can happen quickly.
Well, even though there wasn't a severe risk out for our area, as we can see, tornadoes can form with little or no warning just about anywhere here in the valley. And with those tornadoes that we saw today, some of them were fairly strong, especially that one near Moorhead. You can see the debris getting lofted fairly high in the air. And that's just a sign of how quickly things can change.
Now, Eric also says if you're driving out in these conditions like this, slow down, move over for those emergency vehicles, and if you see or spot anything at all, find the nearest shelter.
Good advice. Thanks, Krista. We also want to thank folks for sending us your photos and videos. If you have something you'd like to send us, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the News tab, then select Upload Photos. And you can also send us pictures on our Facebook page. There, you're going to be able to follow all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. A whistleblower contacted our hotline, upset over continually getting harassed and asking for money by homeless individuals in downtown Fargo. While many people in that situation have fallen on hard times, it is a crime to panhandle for money. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric finds out if this really is an issue downtown.
I had a coworker tell me they've been mooned before by homeless individuals.
Benjamin Young works in downtown Fargo and says he sees the homeless. He says they don't bother him, but he has heard his female coworkers talking about being harassed. If it's as bad as our whistleblower said it is, what's the solution?
But maybe, you know, patrol a little bit more, but they already patrol very well. So you can't really ask the police to do any more because they're doing everything they can.
Young says it's to be expected in any town, and once the weather warms up, they are much more visible.
We do have a city ordinance against panhandling. Not only that, we have aggressive panhandling as well. So you'll see a lot of people who want to either provide money or maybe it will buy food for the homeless.
Deputy Chief Joe Anderson says you'll see every race, ethnicity, and walk of life among the local homeless population. He adds Fargoans are usually pretty giving and want to help, and that not all homeless people are bad.
They're being harassed, being yelled at. The best thing to do is to keep walking.
He says if you feel threatened, call law enforcement. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Churches United for the Homeless says this time of year they typically see many more families homeless because of the warmer weather. People are more likely to leave domestic violence situations than in the deep of winter. There may be some help with the problem of opioid addiction in our area. The Food and Drug Administration has approved the use of Probufen. It's an implant for people in treatment for the opioid dependence. It delivers a constant dose of medication for 6 months. The medication is already available in pill form. Rainy weather delayed the Red Hawks' return to the Fargo-Moorhead area for a new baseball season. Tonight's home opener included a special tribute to Scott Miller. Valley News Team's Natalie Parson reports that the crowd was chanting, "My, oh my."
Scott Miller passed away in February after a battle with cancer. He looked out the windows of this press box for the last 10 years alongside broadcast partner Jack Michaels, who recalls the times they shared at Red Hawks games.
It's just a circle, a bond, a friendship that it hurts to not have Scott here.
From now on, the press box Miller called game after game after game will bear his name, the Scott Miller Press Box.
Raising Scott up and kind of remembering Scott tonight and making it special.
Bill Lucas, who around the ballpark will forever be known as Ole, has worked at the stadium for 21 years. He says the dedication is an amazing way to remember Miller.
He was a joy to see every time. There was never once I wouldn't go up that he didn't say, "Hey, Ole, how you doing?" Smile on his face.
The ceremony was highlighted with the crowd shouting Miller's trademark, "My, oh my," celebrating a special man in the Red Hawks community.
We love people that show the kindness and caring to everybody else, and so we want to honor someone that did that.
In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
Very well deserving. Jack Michaels took over play-by-play duties for the Red Hawks. Beth Hool will be along with an update on how the team did tonight in sports.